are gone, I am unable to think. I am empty.
They took out King's Bridge! Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up Gracemeria. You've got to be nuts! Listen! The plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area. All stricken team members assemble for takeoff. For the glory of our country, then regroup for a counterattack.
You have to leave now. As far away from here as you can. They're coming from the sky.
Launch, go side to all forces. We must implement an emergency reformation. Garuda team, thought you could use some cover. What's this? Missiles. Let's do this, Garuda 1. Use everything you've got.
Hello to all American Air Force pilots.
Ready yet? Hurry, time's running out. Attack request, roger.
I don't know a whole lot about war,
Go side, there's some interference.
but there's something I need to tell you.
Broken through their line of defense. All planes, we're going to take back Gracemeria today.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the new series I'm starting. Welcome to Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation. My controller has fallen asleep. Anyways, welcome to Ace Combat 6 Fires Liberation. Yeah, let's go. More Ace Combat and more Ace Combat video series. Yay. So, yeah, it's finally time that I've tackled Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation in a video series, or a full playthrough/walkthrough of Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation. Now, sorry, I can't words. Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation came out in 2007, exclusively on the Xbox 360, and because it was only on the Xbox 360, it was the worst selling mainline Ace Combat game ever. So yeah, it only sold like 700,000 copies compared to for reference, Ace Combat 4 sold like 2.4 or million copies or something like that. So yeah. But honestly, Ace Combat 6 is actually pretty underrated. So, yeah, let's get into Ace Combat 6. I am playing through Ace Combat 6 on the Ace Combat 6 recompiled version. So you may have heard of the Ace Combat 6 recompiled project. Sorry, the Ace Combat 6 recompilation project. That's what it's called. And yeah, I am playing through the recompiled version, which is basically Ace Combat 6 but ported to run natively on PC. So yeah, this is the Ace Combat 6 recompiled version, which has just recently entered its 1.0 version, which fixes a whole bunch of things, and also no longer requires you to build the executable yourself. Instead, you can simply just download the executable from the releases page on the GitHub, and then you can just place your game, your Ace Combat 6 ISO file next to it, and just run the exe. So yeah, it's just simple as that. Before starting things, I just want to go to things. So this is the settings menu for the recompiled version. And you can open it by pressing the F4, by pressing F4 on your keyboard. So, well, one thing I want to get to real quick, the resolution scale. Ace Combat 6 natively renders at 720p because that's what the Xbox 360 rendered at just 720p, which is 720p is pretty old. And while all the game window renders at 1080p, the game itself still renders at 720p natively. You can actually bump up the resolution scale here. Unfortunately, it only takes integers. The resolution scale currently only takes integers, so which means it can only either render at 720p, 1440p, and 4K. Yeah, it cannot render natively at 1080p currently. I have tried rendering it at 1440p. My 3060 Ti cannot maintain a stable 60 FPS at 1440p. Yeah, there's still some optimization and issues at high resolutions because of how the renderer works. Yeah, they're working on that, but it's gonna take some time. But by the way, shout outs to everyone who has worked on this recomp. They did a great job. But yeah, one thing is, yes, this recomp does support 60 FPS. It does target the game to run at 60 FPS by default, which, if you might remember, in Xenia, if you run an Ace Combat 6 in an emulator like Xenia and try to increase the native frame rate, because the game itself the gameplay runs at 30 FPS. As you'll notice that the physics is tied to the frame rate. So if you double the FPS, you also double the physics rate, which kind of makes it really awkward to control. But this recomp actually unhooks the physics from the frame rate, so you can run it at higher FPS and the physics will stay the same. Yay! Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's just get into it. As always, I will be using my existing save file. And yeah, let's get into it. So we will be playing through the campaign as always. And one thing to note, there is also the Ace of Aces difficulty, which are a series of extra hard DLC missions. We will be getting into that once we're done with the campaign. So yeah, let's just get into an SP new game. We're gonna be doing this on Expert because Expert is the minimum difficulty you must play for the named aces to spawn. So we'll be doing this on Expert. Normal controls, of course, because imagine playing on novice controls. Anyways, let's go. Oh yeah, and they fixed the cutscenes too. They fixed the cutscene audio too. Which, I mean, Xenia is also sort of done and recently.
Here we go.
Got everything?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Here, honey. An offering for the king.
See you later, Mom.
Listen to your teacher, okay? And, give the king my best.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Yeah. Maybe we'll tango today instead of waltz.
That's our way of saying goodbye. My husband is an Air Force pilot and refers to fighter planes as angels. When he'd go on a mission that kept him away from home, I'd tell him in frustration to go dance with his angels. Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time. There's a nice view of the King's Bridge from our house. That iron giant is the pride of Gracemeria, our capital city. In the old quarter of the city beyond the bridge, you can make out an ancient castle, which is even more famous than the bridge. My daughter Matilda is going there on a field trip today. In the throne room rests the Golden King. He's been smiling for a good 600 years now. The king was a gentle person who was a bit on the small side, but he crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his enemies to surrender without a single fight. Afterwards, they found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to him in humility. Anyway, that's how the story goes. His smiling face still touches the hearts of our people. The very face my daughter and the others got on a bus to see this morning.
That was a brand new day.
The song on the radio seems to be a perfect match for the sunny weather.
Radio's taking all of your favorite requests.
I have no idea what's happening. That awful sound and the shaking. Was that a blast of wind from an explosion? The castle disappeared behind a pillar of flame.
Well,
attention all pilots. Our capital city, Gracemeria, is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread throughout the city. All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
I like how the first thing they do, the first thing they do to start the war is commit a war crime. Anyways, so yeah, those of you who have played this on Xenia will know that for the longest time, the cutscene audio has been completely broken because this game, all cutscenes in this game are rendered in engine, and for the longest time, cutscene audio has just been completely broken in Xenia, but this recomp has actually fixed the cutscene audio. Like, it's actually fixed. As you heard, it actually works. So, yeah, Xenia has sort of fixed it. They basically they did kind of borrow the recomp's implementation of the cutscene audio fixes, but with permission, of course. But yeah, it works now. It fully works. You know, and before we start, there's a funny story I want to tell. When I was originally planning this Ace Combat 6 playthrough, I was originally planning it for it to just do it on Xenia. This, that was before the recomp was a thing. And my original plan was just, when it came to the cutscenes, I was just gonna like borrow like in someone else's video for the cutscenes. Like, I don't know, I was just gonna like splice in Ace Combat fans videos on this game. So yeah, but good thing I don't have to do that. So yay. Anyways, let's go. Invasion of Gracemeria. Gracemeria is being invaded, and let's go stop them. So you might notice the list of aircraft in this game is pretty small. Yeah, it's the playable aircraft. The list of playable aircraft is pretty small in this game. So yeah. But coincidentally, the number of aircraft in the game exactly matches less than how many missions there are. So that actually works out. Oh yeah, that's also. And anyways, each aircraft has 3 default skins. There's the Emeria skin, the Estovakia skin, and the special skin, which you get by shooting down the named ace. And then there's also a bunch of DLC skins for each aircraft. Some of the DLC skins actually change the aircraft stats. So it might be worth actually taking a look at some of the DLC skins. For example, this is the Scarface Squadron skin for the F-16, which greatly increases defense at the cost of speed. Or here there's PJ's F-16, which reduces defense but increases mobility. He didn't really save him from taking a laser to the face though. And then here is an F-16 skin directly from Ace Combat 2, which has no special weapons at all because Ace Combat 2 didn't have special weapons. There's the Rosgrease skin, which increases durability. Which has increased durability. There's Historic Windhover. The skin of Windhover Squadron, which is a squadron in this game. And then there's Idolmaster. Mami Futami from Idolmaster, with the skin of Mami Futami from Idolmaster. So yeah, there's an Idolmaster DLC pack. And these aircraft are actually pretty interesting because it adds some stuff. So because these actually change the stats significantly, because as you can see, stability has gone completely into the ground, but every other stat has increased. So yeah, you wanna, if you're are you a fan of Idolmaster? But yeah, we'll just go with the regular Emeria skin, I guess. Let's go. We're just gonna bring XMAAs.
Garuda team, time to take
And let's go.
They took out King's Bridge! Who's attacking? What the hell is going on? Control, get those planes up fast. Roger that. Preparing for takeoff. I want a damage assessment now. We've taken extensive damage from those bombers, including a number of civilian casualties. What's going on with the bombers? We can't hold out much longer. What? The orders from above. Bolter, taking off. Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Don't get overeager. Just do what you always do. Garuda 1 liftoff. Cerberus team runway clearance granted. Takeoff when ready. All aircraft under airborne command's jurisdiction following takeoff. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Airborne warning and control system ghost eye to all scrambling defense craft. The situation has not yet been ascertained. We must implement an emergency reformation. Follow your individual instructions. Garuda 1, you do not have a wingman. Let's see. Shamrock. Shamrock, are you alone too? Very well. As of now, you're Garuda 2. Okay. So I'm Garuda 2. Garuda 1, I've got your back.
After that.
No time for introductions now, though. Go ahead and I'll follow your lead. Never was good with directions anyhow. Garuda team, you are authorized to engage any hostile aircraft above Gracemeria. Roger that. May the Golden King smile upon us.
Let's do this.
Ghost Eye, Garuda 1 Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock. We are currently in a state of emergency. position.
Roger that.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots.
So to spawn the ace in this mission, what we gotta do is take out most of the targets. Most of the targets really quick. But not all of them, just most of them.
Too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rush all these targets for now. There's some B-52s and some helicopters. Alright, Fox 3, Fox 3. Fox 3, just one XMAA will be enough. Once those initial targets are destroyed, if you destroy them quickly, you'll get this squadron of F-18s will appear. We gotta take these out quickly as well. I think you have to do all this within, I think, 2 minutes. You have about 2 minutes from the mission start to spawn the ace. Because if you destroy all of the target, if you destroy all visible targets after 2 minutes have passed, the mission will progress to the next phase. So what you gotta do is take out the initial B-52s and helicopters, and then take out the target F-18s, and then take out 2 of those target Rafales. And this will cause the ace Pegas to spawn, who's in an F-22 at high altitude. Yeah, it's high altitude, which means we are in danger of stalling. And I guess he's just not gonna maneuver, and so now he's dead. All right, and now, and now we're just gonna, and now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna farm some points, because if you want to get an S rank, and the S rank requirement for this mission is 37,000 points, I believe. So we're just gonna, now we're just gonna ignore all those target Rafales, and we're just gonna farm points. And the reason we're gonna do that is because the second phase of the mission has a pretty strict timer. And meanwhile, this, well, obviously this first phase of the mission has a 30-minute timer. So yeah, we have plenty of time. We are just gonna farm points. And conveniently, a lot of these fighters are just simply flying in formation. So they're easy pickings for our, which makes them easy pickings for our XMAAs. So yeah. Alright, Shamrock, go kill that. Go kill that Mirage. Go murder that Mirage's entire family. There are some airborne tanks on the northern and eastern side of the city. We're just gonna take those out. Allied tanks are trying to fight off these airborne tanks. So these airborne tanks are actually dropped by C-17s. Like, if you're quick enough, you can actually shoot down the C-17s before they drop the tanks. So yeah. We're just gonna take out, clean up these tanks. Because our ground units appear to require our help. So one thing you might notice is that our weapons are really powerful. As you saw, I just hit that F-16 with like 2 or 3 bullets, and he was dead. Yeah, our weapons are really powerful. Because our missiles can one-shot tanks, with a direct hit, and actually can one-shot fighters as well with a direct hit. But it has to be a direct hit, because one mechanic in this game is the missile fuse. So is that actually all missiles have proximity fuses. Unlike pretty much every other Ace Combat game, missiles do have proximity fuses. Which means even if the enemy aircraft breaks away last second, the missile will still explode and damage them. But only a direct hit will deal full damage. And another thing, sorry, my throat is dying. And oh, that nice, good job, allies. Oh, was that Shamrock? I think that might have been Shamrock's kill. Good job, Shamrock. Another mechanic is, you might notice, is what's known as the, I think it's called look ahead fire or something like that, or look ahead shot. Anyways, it basically if you perfectly lead the target on the missile, because normally when you fire a missile shot, it'll just kind of lazily home in on the target with really bad tracking. If it still gets a direct hit, you know, it'll still deal the full damage if it gets a direct hit. But yeah, normally if you fire a missile, it'll just lazily track its way towards target. But if you if you perfectly lead the target, you'll get this shoot. You'll get this shoot indication on your HUD, and if you fire a missile, you'll get the missile will it'll make a special tone which will indicate that the missile is leading the target, is actually leading the target, and it will actually intercept. The missile's homing will be greatly improved. It will actually try to intercept. It will actually try to intercept the target. And yeah. Oh jeez. It will actually try to intercept the target, which greatly increases the chances of your missile, at least, either getting a direct hit or at least, you know, scoring an indirect. If the target is very evasive. Yeah. Oh jeez. Jeez. So I'm gonna, yeah, so yeah. It is definitely essential that you learn this mechanic and make use of it. Especially against the named aces. Or even just the enemy aces in general. Especially against enemy aces. And yeah, our gun is also just the destroy. By the way, our gun is also just the destroyer of worlds. Like our gun just does a billion damage. Anyways, we have enough points for an S rank now. We're just gonna clean up these last couple of aircraft around us, and then we're gonna take out the remaining marked targets. Alright, that Rafale should go down, no problem. Yep. And one more Rafale. We're stalling. We're kind of stalling because we're too high. Because we're at maximum altitude.
The Slovakian threat level is even lower now. Drive them out of Ameria. Saigon to Strigan team. We are prepared to launch. Strigan leader to Agayan. We will commence mission operations once your delivery is complete. Attention all aircraft. We are ready for Nimbus launch. Begin the countdown. Booster ignition complete. Launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, the enemy at will following Nimbus impact. Finish them off.
Okay.
What's this? Missiles?
Missile. Yep, those are indeed missiles. Those are missiles, all right.
Number 3, your radio's down. Number 3, where are you? Luckily, those missiles just landed in midair. Half our planes have been wiped off the radar. What the hell was that? Where are they coming from?
Yeah, we appear to be losing allies, although we still have a bunch of allies just fine in the air, so I think we're fine.
Evade like hell if you want to help us alive. Damn it. What about our city? What about Gracemeria? What the hell was that?
Whoa, whoa. Break up, break. Yeah. Yeah, but be careful not to be in the blast radius. Strigan team.
Planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
Oh, dang it. Alright, let's engage Strigan. Time to engage Strigan. So here, this is Strigan team. This is our, basically gonna be our recurring enemy Ace, oh jeez. Recurring enemy Ace Squadron, kind of like Yellow Squadron in Ace Combat 4.
This is Ghost Eye to all planes. Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up Gracemeria. Break away from this airspace and head west. Are you out of your mind? We can't comply with that order. We are militarily at a huge disadvantage. Comply with the order and head west. This is Avalanche.
Alright, one down.
Listen, it's only temporary. The plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you. Follow the order.
Ugh. Also, I'm oh jeez. Watch out for the Nimbus, for the missiles. That guy's flying away from me. We're gonna stay. We are gonna stay and fight, and at least fight these Strigan team members. All right, 2 down. So to complete, shooting down on Strigan team members is required to complete the assault records. Here we have to shoot down at least three Strigan team members. That's 4 down. We got 4 of them. All right, and now Strigan team. Once you shoot down 3 Strigan team members and that dialogue exchange finishes, the rest of Strigan team will withdraw. All right, so now our work here is done. We're just gonna now our objective is also to withdraw. So let's withdraw because we only have 3 minutes left. Because yeah, we only have 3 minutes left. So we're just gonna run. Unfortunately, we are still being chased. We have like some F-14s in our ass. We're just gonna try to ignore them and run.
Pull out now. All engines full speed. Garuda team, you're about to exit the combat zone. Maintain your course west to leave the airspace.
Roger that. All right, we made it.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point.
Mission accomplished. We did it. We lost our capital city. Wait. Wait, that's not a good thing.
Our military has escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Gracemeria, has been temporarily occupied by Estavakian forces, and our central government has been usurped by them as well. The nation of Estavakia had declared war with our country as it simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Gracemeria. In response, the Republic of Emeria's Political Council unanimously adopted a resolution of open war against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. Our forces remaining on the Emerian mainland are still fighting in desperation to protect our country. Once our intelligence has been sorted and confirmed, the Republic of Emeria's armed forces must immediately regroup and counterattack against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. The beautiful country of Emeria belongs to us, and only us, the Emerian people.
All right. Yeah, we kind of just lost. We're kind of losing our country to Estavakia. So for those of you who don't know Strange Reels world map, Estavakia, Anya. So Emeria and Estavakia are two countries on the continent of Anya. They're neighbors. And yeah, we will be learning why Estavakia is doing this throughout this game. But hey, look, we got an S rank. Yay. Yeah, as you can tell, Ace Combat 6 has a lot of enemies. So, yeah, and that is actually one of the main things people praise about this game is just the scale of the battles in this game. It's really nice. Hey, maybe Ace Combat 8 will bring back huge scale battles. I don't know. We'll see. That would actually be pretty nice if it did. We'll see about it. We'll see.
Fire and smoke rises from the city before me. The King's Bridge is gone. Oh no. No! I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice from afar. I feel as though the Golden King's gentle smile is moving farther away from me. Every now and then, I tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago. A night when the sky was radiant with shooting stars. That night, your father and I made countless wishes together. An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces, which poured down on the land below. As we watched the shooting stars that night, fragments from the asteroid rained down on our eastern neighbor, Estavakia, damaging a great deal of their infrastructure and devastating their economy. Soon after, the news reported that their nation had fallen into a civil war, one that would last for years. Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power. In the midst of hardship, the citizens of Estavakia were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation, the Republic of Emeria. Our military was forced to retreat to Kesid, an island far to the west. My husband, a fighter pilot, also hasn't come home since.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Walk on.
Estavakia kind of got wrecked by the Ulysses asteroid. It wasn't just Yusia.
Just follow the others. Ever since we came to the twisted remains of my daughter's school bus, my soul has left me. I am empty. Some of our tanks are parked at the approach to the bridge.
There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to blast this bridge before the enemy gets a hold of it. So move it or lose it, people!
Here I see the wreckage of a jet that was shot down. On what's left of the nose, I can make out some writing. Melissa. It's my name. What a cruel twist of fate for me to see this. My pilot husband, who had left for work that day with the same loving look on his face as always. He had painted my name on his angel. I go into the crowd on the train and endure 2 weeks of pure hell before finally ending up at a refugee camp at the border. I don't know any of the names on the list. My compatriots, who have now become refugees, gather around a single radio to listen to the broadcast. Even though the station is broadcasting out of Gracemeria, occupying forces have taken complete control of the airwaves. The enemy must have completely overtaken our capital, Gracemeria.
And although newer parts of the city have suffered considerable damage, the castle and a significant section of the old quarter have escaped relatively unscathed.
The castle's okay.
However,
Thank God.
the announcer went on to say that our castle was robbed of countless antiquities that once were elaborately displayed in our castle. Stripped bare.
As the Estabakian military, it is our sworn duty to govern this crumbling nation and get it back on its feet, starting right here in Gracemeria. I found a group of street children in front of the central station here, where the area has literally been reduced to a slum. Step on up here, little girl. What do you have to say about all this?
Go dance with the angels, mister.
My ears were not deceiving me. That voice belonged to my daughter, Matilda.
Yay! All right, well, with that, that's gonna be it for this first video, because the missions in this game are actually pretty long. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this first episode. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more. Or Ace Combat 6, and of course, I am also making in my Ace Combat Cannon Run video series, where we have recently just gone through the Yuzian coup, which are the events that happened in Ace Combat 2 and Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy. So make sure you check that out. I'll have a link in the description for that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.